Hi there, it's Neil. Westox Outdoors here, and I'm on another solo camp today. I've got a few new things, including a little microphone, only a cheapie, just to try that out. So hopefully you'll be able to hear my voice more clearly this time. I'm on a solo camp anyway in my local town, and I'll talk more about it once I get in there. But if I just spin the camera around a bit, you can see I'm on a bit of an industrial estate there. I'm going to make my way through that gap there and try and get into a little patch that I've seen when I walk through the path. I can see a little triangle patch there, but I'm a bit nervous because I'm not used to this stealth camping stuff. And it is quite stealthy, really, because there's a lot of dog walkers that go up and down. So, anyway, I'm going to jump out the car and see if I can get some footage going in. But, like I said, I'm not used to this, so you'll have to bear with me until I improve, let's say. Now, I do have a new tent with me, and I have a new cooking system with me. So, for me to come on this camp was a bit daft, really. I should have found another place. Maybe I should have went back to the place I was at before, because I could have been a bit louder. But I just wanted to go somewhere different. So yeah, I'm gonna get in there then, and we'll have a chat in a minute. I'm out here, so I'm walking down the path, just walked past one person with a massive pack on my back. They're probably thinking, what's he up to? Anyway, that's the way we're heading, just down there. There's a corner coming up, so I'm gonna stop recording. It's like I said, I feel like a bit of a pleb at the moment. Yeah, this pathway actually leads to my work, so I do know the area. So I know how busy it can get down here, but I'm hoping now it's about 5 to 7, 10 to 7. Should be a bit quiet. Just around this corner opens up to the road. If you can see in there, that's all factories and stuff, and that's their car park. I'm just going to try and get in there. Hopefully, stealthily. So where I plan to go is behind these stinger nettles here. Just in there. I'm just going to go for it now, I think. My bag's so big though. Oh, I've already got caught. I'm trying to do this as quickly as I can. Stealthily as I can. Get through here. Pathway's just there. Nice. I made it in. Made it in. I'm going to get around this corner though. I'm going to tuck myself around here. Down there's a gap where I came in. That's where people might be able to see me. The car park there. They'd have to be looking down here, I think. That would be ideal to get in there, but it's a bit too... Let me put this bottle of water down. Try and find somewhere. I've got to be... I tell you what, I'm going to try and get in there. I don't want to be making too much noise. Yes. This is probably the best place. Put that back down. Just there, literally there, is a pathway that runs right across here. Just going to have to get down because I still got the pack on it, weighs a ton. I'm not actually too sure how close I am to the path, so I'm concerned if I talk too loud. I think I'm going to put the pack down, take this hat off because I'm boiling. I think I'm going to put the pack down. Yeah, put the pack down and try and figure out how close I am to the path. This is where I am. I've come up through there and into here, and then there's a pathway along there, which is why I can't speak very loudly. It's just there. But I think I'm actually going to move over here It's a couple of meters further away. The only thing is it's a bit thinner here. I think when I'm down here and it's dark, I don't think anyone's going to really notice. So I've started clearing the twigs. Twigs? What am I thinking about? The twigs. Twigs, what a knob. Clearing all these twigs. And then I'm just going to sit down with a cider for a bit and calm myself down. Just going to get my chair out. My crappy Trekology chair. I was going to replace it for this camp with the one Tigress one. I'm just going to get my chair out then and sit with a cider for a bit. I think that's probably a wise choice. Yeah, I don't like this chair. It's strong, I'll give them that, but it's just the feet and everything. The one Tigress one that's more substantial, plus they do lots of different ones. And when I bought this chair, it seemed to be one of very few that did chairs like this. So I've got to have a chair. Anyway, I've got to have a chair. Because I struggle to sit on the floor. I like a bit of luxury. Gap just there. See, I'm not used to this. A lot of stealth campers will find this a breeze. I'm just paranoid at the end of the day what they're going to do about it. What are they going to do about it, eh? Not much. Finally sat down. Yeah, I mean, I can probably see a lot easier than they can. Because it's dark in here, so when I'm looking in, it's like net curtains on a house, isn't it? You can see out of them, but you can't see in as easily. My issue is I've got a car park there, which everyone's gone home now anyway. I've got a path just here, literally on the right hand side. You're probably looking at 6 meters. You can hear the cars now. And another pathway right there. Gonna wet the whistle anyway and calm down a bit. I'm struggling a bit as well because I've got something in my foot. I believe I've got glass in my foot. You might see me just sort of randomly looking around because, like I said, I'm not as seasoned as many people on YouTube. See, my channel's new, so but it's genuine. I'm not gonna dramatize stuff like some people do. I'm genuinely on edge a bit here. But like I said, nobody's going to come in here and see what's going on. It's just a random bit of woods for no purpose. It's not even woods, it's just like a giant bush, really. Yeah, so anyway, what I'm going to do is I've got a new tent. I can't remember what it's called, but I'm going to drink this and we'll start setting it up and we'll take a look at that. What did I do with my remote button? That's going to take some practice. What a plank. It's right here. I just turned my chair around and moved it this way, facing that way. So I'm not so in vision. Oh, nice little comfy spot. I hope this mic's working. Obviously, because I'm in the trees, it's going to get darker quicker. So I think what I do is I set the tent up. Somebody just walking past with their dog. So when the dog comes bowling through here, straight through. Yeah. So I set the tent up. I won't do any footage of me setting up. It's too small in here. So I set it up, and I'll come back to you after I've set the tent up. I'm just going to do it instead. There's kids walking past right now. Yeah, a mother and a kid on a push bike. Look like they're a bit further away than I thought, actually. So they don't care. I mean, like I said, I've walked up and down there, and I've tried to look in here in daylight, and you can't see anything where I'm sat. You'd have to come in here. So I'm over panicking. Let's get rid of that badge. That's going to freak me out tonight. Yeah, I'll finish up with this drink, and I'll set that tent up, and I'll come back to you in a minute then. Anyway, finally set up. That was hard work. Trying to keep quiet and do this at the same time is not easy. I tell you what, I just realised how close I am. Literally just there to the main path. A few people have walked past since I've had to stop and take cover. So here's the tent anyway. So the tent that I've got, I actually picked up for 50 quid from what's it, Amazon? The 4-set. I think that's how you pronounce it, the 4-set tent. 50 quid. It's 300 on the outside, and then it's 500 ground sheet. There's quite a good few reviews on this, and people saying it's a good budget tent, so I thought I'd try it. And it's a side loading tent, which is what I wanted, because I find it difficult to get into the tunnely type tents. So I got one like this. So far so good. It's really lightweight. It is an inner first, so you can see there's an alley frame to it, 2 poles, inner first, and it all just clips on very easily. 2-man tent, so plenty of space for me and my pack. And you've got 2 options of the doors. You've got this option at the front, and then at the back you've got another door, which is just like a slot through the middle, with another area like this where you can leave your bag or some boots or something. And then you've got this can be staked out, give you a little porch, but you really need to be sat on the floor for that. I'm hearing things. And as you can see, I've put my camo netting up because just there is the clear area, and then it's thicker foliage just here. So I've put the camo net up, so no, people aren't going to see me as easily. And yeah, so pretty cool so far. I did try to set the door up with my trekking poles, but I gave up. I don't really need it anyway. And got my food here. So I've got some beers. I've got some good old beers in there. Got my water just there. Tonight I'm going to do a curry with one of these Wayfair boiled in the bag meals, and I'm going to heat up some Indian snack selection. I've got a new stove for that, so we'll have a look at that in a bit. Got my gas, a few more snacks to help with my drinks, and Bushcraft TV just there. My firemaple gas lantern to keep me entertained. So yeah, I think what I might do though is just move this net across a bit. Then I'm going to have to settle down and get my shoes off. So I really need to take my shoes off because, like I said earlier, I think I've got a bit of glass in my foot. And yeah, I just need to relieve the pressure a bit and get that shoe off my foot. I wasn't going to come out because of this. I'm in a lot of pain with it. I'm hoping it'll work its way out because I did do a little bit of a Google search, and apparently it can work its way out, but it'll start hurting for a while. It needs to pass over, and then hopefully it'll push it out. you in a minute. All of a sudden, just had a whole bunch of people just walk past. There was a bunch of lads just over that way. And I suddenly heard them, which is where you saw me duck down to the ground. And I thought, hang on a minute, I haven't seen nothing come that way, and I haven't seen nothing come that way, so where the hell are they going? And I thought they were coming in here. Problem I've got here, you see the trees at the top. There's quite a bit of a wind tonight. The trees are all blowing on each other, so I keep thinking somebody's walking in here. I'm literally surrounded by the public, and it's a lot busier than I thought it was going to be. A lot busier. I think people are having their final little evening walks or taking the dogs for a walk before they settle down. So anyway, I've actually moved the camo net that way a bit, which is a lot better. It's right in front of me. Down that way you can see it's all covered, so I think I'm going to be alright. I'm on my still on my first Crumpton Oaks cider. It's only £1.10 from Tesco's, that's a pint of it. Cheap ass cider, but I like it. I think it's a nice cider. So I'm all set up. I haven't pumped my bed up yet, but I will do. Feeling a lot more comfortable now, so yeah, I'll have a look at some food and stuff soon. Got my sleeping quarters set up anyway. I've got the normal sleeping bag, which is a bit too warm for tonight, but I've got my jumper, so I'll probably kick this off. A normal pillow. I always bring a normal pillow. Got a little pillow built into this Trekology mat, and that's the one that I've got here. Now the trick to these mats is not to overinflate them. You want a bit of flex. Don't overinflate them because they're rock hard, not very comfortable. Yeah, you want a little bit of flex so it molds into your body. Yeah, so that's the sleeping quarters. I'll just do this up. Don't want any bugs in there. So yeah, we'll snug in there later on. Oh, I'm shattered. So there's a bit of glass just under my foot. I believe it's glass anyway. My daughter smashed a tea light holder, and I don't think it was cleaned up properly. Yeah, so I think after this camp I'm going to have to wait till that's sorted because that's quite numb. But I was determined tonight, so sod it. So what camping stove do you have, I hear you saying? So I've decided to try one of these. Basically a jet boil, but a cheaper version. It's firemaple because I like firemaple. And the reason I chose this one, there you go, the firemaple, the Fixed Star 2, although on the box it does have a different name, and I believe that's because they changed the name of it. So anyway, it comes in one of these normal bags, and inside here we have you would have seen these on YouTube anyway, but normal handle. Inside you've got a lid, and then I've got one of the reasons I went for this is because I can fry stuff as well, because it has this adapter. I will say again, the reason I'm speaking quietly is because I've literally got people all around me, so I have got this mic, so I hope that helps. But in the future I will also go to places where I can speak a bit louder, and I'll also learn to look at the camera, not at my face while I'm talking to you. You got the normal insert there. This is a 1 litre pot, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to boil up my curry, okay, and then after I've boiled up my curry in the boiling the bag, I'm going to heat up my, what do they call it? Indian selection pack on the frying pan. So yeah, it's going to be the first time I've used this, and so it should be interesting. I'm hoping it's going to be a lot easier for me. If not, I'll think of something else. Let's get this set up then. My little Mario sock. Oh, get this set up as quietly as I can, of course. Try to be as quiet as I can. This is too big. I need to get, I think it's a 230 size, so it fits in with this. That was one of the reasons I got it, so it all goes together. Fit that on there. Yep, gas. Oh, I've gone wrong. What a tit. Right. That stinks. Screw that on there. Yeah, gas is definitely coming out. Gas is definitely coming out. Oh, Christ, I can't get the lid off. Put about half a litre in there. Now, like I said earlier, what I'm using is the, I'm going to cook this tonight. I'm going to give one of these a go. Quite expensive, the chicken tikka and rice. They're quite expensive, but I was keen on giving it a try. It says on the pack you can't boil it, you have to empty the contents, but I know people do because I've seen them on YouTube, so I'm going to give it a try. I think they sort of fold it. I don't know if you do you open the top. I think I'm just going to peel the top open just a little bit. I'm not sure if I've done the right thing there, but probably haven't. Stick that in there. Not enough water. So I've seen English woodsman on YouTube. He uses these quite a bit, so I thought I'd give it a try. Let's get this going anyway. Let's fire that up. Turn it on and out. Whoa, that's not very stealthy. Apparently this sort of locks into place, and it does. Lid on. Try and stuff that in a bit. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but you know, practice makes perfect, as they say. I better be quiet now. There's some kids walking past. I'm gonna leave that going now. So the curry's boiling away. We'll have another concrete cider before it goes warm. So far, so good. Just a shame I put my foot because it's actually hurt. A few of these, I'll be alright. I'll tell you something, it's stressful. I got stressed last time though, and I said that I would get more organised and bring less, but I think I brought more than anything. But it's because I'm not used to it. I get used to it, you know. I'm sure I will. It doesn't help with my foot. It's really playing on my head. My foot is. I think the water's boiling now anyway, so I'm not sure how long I'm supposed to boil it for. I haven't done any research because I'm an idiot. I just thought I'd come out and give it a try. It's probably going to taste rank, but I got some other snacks and sandwiches with me anyway, and I've got 4 more. Doobie Watsits. Cronenberg, so I got Cronenberg tonight. So yeah, it's actually quite dark. It doesn't look it on the camera, but it actually is quite dark. We've only got a few more weeks and it's going to start getting cold again. And I'm not sure. I think I actually prefer it when it's cold. Snuggling up in a tent, wrapping up. Who goes there? Yeah, I think I prefer it in the winter. Just snuggle up in the tent, get the stick burner going. I've done a few last winter. Because I did have another YouTube channel, but because I'm a Lego collector, that used to be a Lego channel, and I gave up with that, and I decided to try and use that same channel and turn it into a camping channel. I don't think YouTube liked it, so I just started afresh. Brand new email address, brand new email, uh, YouTube account. So yeah, I've done some camping in the winter. I did the Great Tommy Sleep Out, so I have done some before the videos that you see on here. I'm far from an expert, and I'm old and I'm not very bendy. I actually should be good at it because I joined the infantry when I left school. But that was a long time ago. I've got no fear of sleeping outside, but it's just I'm shite at doing it now. We've got some boilie action going on here. I'm not sure how long I'm supposed to boil it for, though. I'm going to do, what do they say on YouTube? They say let me know in the comments, don't they? So why don't you let me know in the comments? That's the first time I said that, you know. Not as easy as it seems, is it? But yeah, let me know in the comments. How long am I supposed to let this boil for? Let me know in the comments. I never thought I'd say that. So it's just started boiling. I don't know how long it's supposed to boil for. I'm gonna, so I've got this to go with it. Oh, bear with me. A lovely 12-piece Indian snack selection, which I'm going to stick on my frying pan to try and heat up a bit. I believe we have in here onion bhajis, 4 vegetable samosas, and 4 vegetable Pakoras. I don't know how to pronounce that. I am actually officially dyslexic, no jokes aside, so I struggle with words like that, I'm afraid. 4 of those anyway. How long do I give it, I wonder? I think it's done because, come on, you stupid phone. The juice is starting to come out the top. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to have teared a hole in it. Again, let me know in the comments, was that something I was supposed to do? Because like I said, the instructions say that you're supposed to empty it into the pan. But I'm not emptying stuff into this because I don't want that getting manky. I just want water in there. So I'm gonna attach my little attachment anyway for frying, and get these Indian selection heated up. Yeah, what am I doing? Gas on. Yeah, I don't want to heat them up. I'm not cooking them. I'm just heating them, so I don't want to get too excited. A trusty pan. I want to get a new one, really. This is a normal home one, so bit of that to stop the shite sticking. Bit of the old knock-off fry light. What do they call it? Spray light. Don't know where the missus got that from. I don't like the stuff, to be honest. Like, I don't even know how it's healthy because it's covered in code red. How's that good for you? Where's my little knife? I have my classic 3-incher. It's all I can offer, I'm afraid, is 3 inches. It is these days anyway. No, if you're not in the UK, you might not know that we can't carry anything above 3 inches unless you can prove that you need it for work purposes. And this is not work, so 3 inches it is. We're heating these up. Why don't you do it nice and slowly? I'll let that sit in the water for a bit, and that should continue heating it up, because it's actually already ready to eat that. It just wants heating up, or you could eat it cold. I'm going to turn that up a little tad. It's a new product, so I'm not used to it. Oh, I don't know if I want my other beers, but I will. Heat those up. They heat them up on one side and then flip them over. I tell you what, I've just realised I haven't actually brought anything to eat it on. Like I said, I'm not eating in that because it's going to wreck it. That's for water. But I don't want to be putting any shite in there. I might eat it straight out the bag and just have that as a side. Or I could use this plastic tub as a plate. That's an idea. I am a pleb. It's a learning curve, I suppose. There seems to be a lot less people walking around now anyway, so that's what I said earlier. They're having their final evening walks, finishing work, walking their dogs and things. Don't know if you can see my head. I really need to get, well, I will do, eventually get some new filming stuff. But I don't want to run before I can walk. I'm not like a pro at this, as I keep saying. And I'm not aiming to be a pro on YouTube, to be honest. I know how bloody hard it is for people to do well on YouTube. I'm not stupid. But it's fun, isn't it? It's fun getting out, filming, having somebody to talk to while you're out here. And, you know, I hope that other people enjoy watching this sort of stuff, because I know I do. I absolutely love it. I watch YouTube and these camping videos more than I do TV. In fact, I literally don't watch TV. Just watch YouTube. And I prefer the ones similar to me, where they're not dramatising things. There's one thing that really gets on my nerves on YouTube. I'll tell you about this. One thing that really gets on my nerves. And that's people that try to make out that they're being followed by a bloody werewolf or a demon or something like that. Now, don't get me wrong, I do believe in ghosts and things, but it's pretty obvious when people are trying to get the views, clickbait and that, and it really pees me off, to be honest. It wrecks it. There are some campers out there that go out and do genuine, like, ghost hunting stuff, but I'm seeing more and more like wild campers or stealth campers just talking a load of shite, and that does my nutting. So that's something I don't want to get into, although, like I said, I do believe in it, particularly aliens. So that's not to say that I won't go to scary places, get spooked, or even believe that I've seen something or heard something. That's not to say that I won't do that, but to make it up and make it quite bloody obvious on YouTube, well, I think that's just ridiculous. And it's annoying. It makes me, so I'll get halfway through a video, and then they'll do something so obvious and stupid, and I'll be like, just go straight away from it, and I'll never go back to them again. So you're actually you're losing viewers, I think, anyway. It's quite dark, and I don't think you can see me. I'm going to look back at this, but if you can't see me, I'll remember that for next time. Ah, they look pretty cushy. I'm going to give those a try anyway. Let's try one of these. They look like they're ready to be eaten. I need my light to be facing at me, don't I? Anyway, these are bam. Onion barges. Oh, I've dipped them in my curry in a minute. I'll get that out of water and I'll give that a try. Did you hear any of that? Oh my lord. Mrs. just rang me. She tried to ring me, but I was halfway through doing a shoot. So I didn't answer. Anyway, I've just rung her back. And I said, like, jokingly, I'm like, oh. Anyway, she had a paddy and hung up on me. The women, eh? Let's try this bad boy. Put that down there. What I'm going to do is leave the lid on. The frickin' hell was that? Oh well, I'm going to leave a lid on and save that water for a brew. What was that? Never mind. I ain't bothered. Let's get this open. Let's see what these are all about then. I think this one was £5 something, which is yeah, it's not cheap. But you can make your own. You can buy the empty bags and actually make your own. I'm going to plonk one of these inside. That's definitely hot. I think I ate in there from the point of boiling for 5 minutes. That is definitely hot. Red hot. Chicken tikka and rice. Mm. I tell you something, it's not actually bad. If you was hiking on a wet day or something, that would be freaking awesome. It always like a hot food always tastes better when you're camping in the cold. Onion bhaji. Yeah, so I really did pick a silly place today. Do you like that? I think what I'm going to do after this, it's amazing, so when I come here, the world was still alive. And now it's just gone boom. Suddenly gone dead. Oh shit. Yeah, this is nice. I can't see what I'm doing though. That's the only thing. And that's because I don't want to put a bunch of lights on where I am. I'm going to get my bushcraft TV and put my firemaple lantern on in a minute. Give that a try. Mm. I'm going to eat a bit more of this and I'll come back to you in a minute. I'll get my firemaple lantern on. Maybe I can see something now. So it's 9:30 now. I've got my firemaple on. This gives a bit of ambient light around the area, not too much. I like this technology with the blinding light. I'll probably have a couple of beers. I'm not going to drink them all. And then get in the tent, I think. I need to learn to come out earlier because it gets dark so quick. Itchy eye. Yeah, I need to learn to come out earlier. It gets dark so quick. So, yeah, have a couple of beers, watch some YouTube and go to bed, I think. What we're going to do is try and go out, back out, see what we can see from the pathway. But I'm being really obvious that I'm here. Walk around. I have no idea how to get out of here. But back out here, we're just going to see what I can see from out at the pathway. I'll just flip the camera around. I'm actually in there. I can't see a thing. I thought you might see my firemaple, but all you see is the lights from the road on the other side of where I am. So yeah, can't see anything. I'm going to walk up round. You can see there's a road there. Up there, quite a busy road normally. Leads to an industrial estate, so I'm just in here. Literally on the other side of this bush. I'm going to see if I can see my firemaple stove burning. I can't see a thing. Nothing there, just nothing to see. Yeah, so pretty well hidden better than I thought then. Anyway, I'm going to make my way back round and get some beer in me. There I am. That's my fire maple. Just over there. I'm not very relaxed on this mainly because the glass in my feet. It's starting to pee me off, to be honest. And I'm concerned that people are going to see my lights, so my footage might not be very good. I tell you something, I bought some beers and I can't be bothered to drink them, so I think what I'm going to do is get in the tent, watch a bit of a movie and nod off. So if nothing exciting happens, which I don't think it will here, I'll see you in the morning. Well, as you can probably see, I'm inside the tent, perched up on my Trichology mat and my pillow. Fat gut. I'm gonna probably have another beer, and I've got a friend with me as well. Ted is joining me tonight, so that's alright. So he's probably gonna have a beer as well tonight. We'll just chill out and watch a movie or something for a bit. Won't be Teddy? Yeah, so we'll probably watch a movie or something for a bit. Probably won't watch all of it, and just get some sleep. Morning everybody, it's just gone 7. I did set the alarm for 7 o'clock, but I feel like I could just sleep for so much longer. Not such a good sleep. But I get up for a wee, get a coffee and a brew, and we'll have a chat about that. So just gonna lay here for a few more minutes. Then I suppose I better get up. There's gonna be dog walkers, so I need to be a bit careful. Mind you, I'm not so bothered now because I'm sodding off soon anyway. Yeah, I'll get myself up and I'll come back to you in a minute. It's actually really warm this morning. Really warm. Very dry still. No dew or anything. Absolutely no condensation on that tent. And that's because it's 50% normal material, and then you've got 50% mesh, which covers all of the top area and 50% of the sides. I don't know what it'd be like in the winter, but I get really hot anyway. Oh, I got hiccups, so should be alright. Yeah, it's a good tent. Hasn't been in the rain yet, but apparently it holds up pretty well, so we shall see when there's a rainy day what that's like. Anyway, I'm going to make a nice brew now in my fire maple stove, which has served me well so far. Actually enjoyed using that, it's good fun. I think last night I cooked too late. I got in here too late. Very stealthy like. My foot's killing me. So the footage of this video might not be that good. It might be a bit shaky. Might be a bit crappy on the light. A few things against me, like my foot. The fact that I'm not used to being this close to the public all around me. Yeah, and I come in a bit later than I should have done, really. Needed a bit more sunlight, so you live and learn. Somebody's. I was about to say good morning. Just as I said that, somebody's walking past, and you didn't see on the screen either. They must have been just there as I was sneezing my head off, so they're probably thinking, what the hell? Anyway, good morning. Nice coffee, nice brew. To be honest, I think a lot of people don't pay attention to their surroundings anymore anyway, do they? They're like that. Phone in their hand. It's literally everywhere you go. I swear in the future, evolution, right, over time, where we're like that, say we, but I'm on my phone a lot less than I used to be, thank God for that. Where we're like that, looking at our phone, walking along, I reckon in the future we're going to develop two little pimple things here. So we're going to have two sets of eyes. One set of eyes there, and one set to look at the phone so you can also see where you're going. That's what I reckon. I reckon we're going to be four-eyed creatures. We'll also need spare ears that you can plug in and out, because everyone's gonna be deaf because they keep having those bloody earbud things in. People have them at work. Now they're only allowed one, so I suppose you could change it from ear to ear, but not allowed to wear two at work. I do wear it, but I normally wear it for about an hour, maximum two, and that's split up as well. So I listen to the radio a bit. But some people have got them in all day long, every day, and I'm thinking, Christ, that can't be good for you. Anyway, it's a little moan for you. Little moan for you. Gonna have a coffee with Teddy and then get packed up. Oh, I got a beer festival to go to today. Beer and cider festival at Cogs Manor Farm in Whitney, which is my town. So that should be fun. Walking around that with glass sticking out the bottom of my foot. I was in no pain last night, but as soon as I put pressure on it, it starts hurting. Here we go. Lots of people now walking past. A bit funny, but it actually looked like a copper on a bike. Yeah, lots of people walking past now. Going to their Saturday shifts because I'm surrounded by factories. Walking dogs. Just loving life, I suppose. I don't think I will be able to do another camp until my foot's a bit better. In fact, I know I won't, so I'm hoping I'll give it another week. If it doesn't push itself out, I'll probably shift down the doctors and see if I cut it out or something. But yeah, I need to keep the pressure off it. I have got another camp coming up, bank holiday weekend. I'm going with the missus to Billing Aquadrone. We're going camping there because that place has just been taken over. Well, not just, I think the last year or two. I'll have to do some more research into that. And they've spent like millions of pounds on it, so we're going to check that out on a bank holiday. So I'll film some footage of that. I also want to start going on some walks and things, but again, the foot is buggered, so that won't be happening just yet. And I should be getting a new bike too. I want to do some. I've downloaded all trails. I think that's what it's called, and learn how to use that, and OS Maps app. Learn how to use that and get out on some trails and do some interesting stuff for that sort of thing. Oh, the sun's coming up just here. You probably beating the side of my face. That is lovely. Beautiful. Time to wake up, everybody. So I bought 6 pints with me last night. 2 ciders, 4 Kronenberg. I actually drank the 2 ciders, drank 1 Kronenberg. Had a couple of sips of the 4th, threw it away. So I'm left with 2 more pints. I actually think that probably 2 to 3 ciders is plenty when you're camping. I'm just not finding it interesting anymore. It wrecks it. I do have a problem when camping though. I seem to keep waking up with paralysis. If you go back to my last video, you'll see I couldn't say that word. Paralysis. Yay, I think that's it. Paralysis, sleep paralysis. I don't know why, because I'm not scared of anything, but I think it's because my senses are working overtime. I'm not sleeping properly. So I'm actually falling to sleep, but my senses are still going. So I thought that I woke up in the middle of the night last night, and I thought there was torrential downpour, rain and wind. Proper shaking the tent. And I was like, and then in my head, I was thinking, somebody's shaking that, somebody's out there shaking that. But I couldn't wake up properly, so I'm just led there numb, paralysed. And then all of a sudden, I do come to, and I'm like, everything's dead silent. There's not a single sound. And that's really annoying me because, like I said, I'm not scared. I think it's just my senses. There's absolutely no way I'm scared. Not being a big head, I'm just not scared of this sort of thing. On edge, yeah, on edge. And I think that's what's causing it. Also, I just don't understand how people are sleeping with no pillows or those piddly little inflatable things. Because I got a proper pillow, Elliot. Hello, son. That's a bit bright. I've got a proper pillow here, and I still can't get my head in the right place. I've got quite a large gap between there and my side. So I'm going to have to sort that out because I'm just not really sleeping. I'm waking up every hour, if not more. And I do like that Trekology mat, but recently I'm struggling to sleep on it. So it slides around everywhere. Also, I got the extra wide one, but my arms still dangle off the edge. And there's a gap like that, so my arms dangle off the edge of that Trekology mat. And they're sort of hanging there nowhere. I'd rather my arms sort of come off the edge of the mat and rested on the floor. It'd be a lot easier. You see the sunlight bouncing off my shiny head? The old magpie's going crazy. I know I'm here. I don't like it. Tough. I'm here for a bit yet. So yeah, what did I do with my magic button? Here it is. Work. I'm going to give up with this thing. Just edit these bits out, I think. One sleeping bag done. One sleep mat. And the chef's kitchen. All I've got to do now is stuff the rest of my crap in the bag and take the tent down. And the beautiful thing about this tent is you don't need to roll it, it just stuffs in and goes. I'll show you that in a minute actually. It's brilliant. As you can see here, this is the inner rather. This is what I was talking about, the mesh halfway up. You've got two alley poles here, and then they just push into the little circles at the bottom, and this all just clips on, just like that. And then the cover fly sheet goes over the top, and then just clips in the four corners. And then if you want to, you can guy it out afterwards. Yeah, and this will all just roll up and stuff into the sack. Don't have the sack with me at the moment. I'm going to have to look for it. It's in my pack somewhere. But yeah, you literally just stuck it into the sack, stuff it into the sack, and away you go. So these are the poles. A nice aluminium poles. Nice grey colour. Really lightweight, strong. They're on par with the OEX ones, my OEX tents. So yeah, they're good. They're the poles. See, here's the sack. I've already got the fly sheet in there. I'm just going to stuff the inner on the inside. Do it stood up, but normally I'd be on the floor a bit. Go down on the floor and do it. They actually have weak wrists. I'm not doing very well. Stuff's in there. Got my string stuck, that's why. Just like so. There we go. You could get the poles in there as well if you wanted, but I don't. I put them separately because it packs better. Anyway, I'm going to finish packing up here. I'm going to have to end the video because my phone's nearly dead. And I've packed my battery pack, can't be bothered to get it out. Just finishing packing up now. Bag of crap there. You see, this is where I was. Gonna leave it all tidy, as you should. So yeah, I'm gonna finish packing up now. Like I said, I'm gonna let my foot rest a bit and I'll see if I can get out some more camps soon. Got that billing aquadrone. I need to go now because I've only got 10% and I need to pay for a Macadee breakfast. So I'll see you next time.